away from Ford Field. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's gone. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there on the first play of the game. 55 yards.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this is taking that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
They go play action with Willis sliding out of the pocket. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Titans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
And he will get in to make it 8-0.
Okay, we'll take that. We'll take that.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has...
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Goff looking to change the play. 2nd and 6. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferguson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Goff now looking to throw. Forced out to his left. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jared Goff, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are back within a score.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be stopped right there at the 31. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Willis now off of play action. Out to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. 2nd quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Inside handoff, Henry, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3rd down and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Second and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's got the first down and more, and all the way down to the 17-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Willis rolling to his right. Willis takes a hit and the ball is free, and this is scooped up by the Lions.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the red zone now, Goff. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And the Titans are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly, but, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
Play action. Here's Willis on the move to his left. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. In motion, left goes Burks. They go play action with Willis. They'll roll him out right. He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. 76 yards. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have... And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Dancing on my wall. Diss me and I don't see your response. Focus on the commas, not the cause. I deposit, I do not withdraw.
All these heads are gonna roll. Let me fix my cheek real quick. What you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm repping? I'm feeling my hood like they call me the blessing. You jacking my side, you gotta come and check in. At the way it get hectic, don't make me slide up on you, no electric. You hit them like it's Tetris. You felt the way and all you do is text it. Listen, I don't know why they mentioning beef. I don't think no one better than me. You would say what you want, but my steppers don't speak. If I tell them to go, then they stepping on 3 like border chain. That's competitive. Me making rain in your hood like I weather the streets. So my label we good. I'ma get to the breach. You only as tough as your weapon could be. I done Connie and Dylan. I got off the block. To the hate and put that on the watch. Had the ice on my neck 'cause little shorty on hot. There's some rappers that want me to flap. I don't care about no dissing 'cause none of them pop. And I'm shooting my stars off a pop. They be all on my DM like when you gon' drop. Look, it get boring just me at the top.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Seattle. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Now he's loose at the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
After the run, Smith going to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Goff going to move his guys around a bit. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, and so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Now Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And now they'll shift things around. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. He's to the 15. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Now the Seahawks will bring the offense back onto the field, and they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. There's Goff. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort, but on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort, picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
That one let go deep for Laporta. And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Goff throwing again. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Gibbs straight ahead. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
After the interception, here's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got it at the 15. It's a big play there for Seattle. 52 yards. From the red zone now, Smith. Reaching up for it, and he's got it. Noah Fant managing to stay in bounds. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this 1st half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league. but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for two?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Goff.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, 76. 56 is mine. 56 is mine. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Hard.
Now it's gone. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun. Gone.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Goff going to shift him around.
Escaping the pressure right.
Right side to Williams.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The final shot before break here. Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Julian Love picks it.
And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
This taken in at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back.
And now here is another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the one. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside. Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. On first down, it's gone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Throwing on third, Goff. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. Down to the 10.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation,
You're cheering you at. Yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now gone.
He's got the tight end Ferkser right side complete. Big strides, look at him go.
And finally taken down at the 15. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8, now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Play action, it's gone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a
touchdown.
Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Dan Campbell makes the call. His guys will go for 2 here.
Goff looking to throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Down the right sideline.
And finally wrestled down at the 11. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 70 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it.
Here's 2nd and 3.
50 seconds to mine. 50 seconds to mine.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Ken Walker,
a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
There we go now as they will again try for 2. Gino's going to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Off-play action. Here's Goff. Flushed out right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Switch gears, switch gears.
Here's Goff.
That's caught. It's Sam Laporta.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Goff on 3rd down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They go ahead and snap it. Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, 58 yards. And the Seahawks add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taken at the goal line.
And they can't bring him down. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And now here is another interception. Picked by Julian Love. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Throwing now, Smith. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton.
And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Goff now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This complete to Lockett. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
This is 2nd and 8.
Smith going to throw it.
He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith rolling to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, even with a huge lead, he was looking for more points. Wanted the deep shot downfield. That one goes incomplete. Obviously, he wants to put more points on the board.
Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fan. And he is going to be out of bounds, a couple of yards short of the marker, and they will fail to convert here on 4th down.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and